Yeah, I'm tactical red. This is tactical United, and yeah, Man United. Yeah, they won. I mean, it doesn't even feel like a victory for me. For me, as a Man United fan, it doesn't really feel like a victory. It feels more like a loss because the way we played was shocking against a dead ass team. This team, yeah, if it was in the Premier League, like they're getting relegated. Like they're not even maybe getting promoted from Championship. And we're struggling against them. Like with players that we've bought for 90 million, 60 million, 50 million. Do you know what I mean? 50 million, 80 million, 50 million, 34 million. Bloody hell. The gear, I mean, the whole team we fought for big money and we can't even beat these fucking farmer teams. I mean, it's a joke. And people will blame the players. Obviously, the players are to blame, like, potentially. But for me, what I see is basically a manager who doesn't know how to create tactics, who doesn't know how to create football, how can I put it? Coaching. There is zero coaching. I mean, in that first half, you could see there was zero coaching. The players were just doing it all individual shit. And second half too, it's all individual. Time and time again, it's individual brilliance that has won us games. If you look at the games that we even won, the games that we won this season have all been individual brilliance. There's been no tactics, there's no coaching, there's no pattern of play, and you can see it. And especially like when you play in like heat, like keeping the ball is imperative. And what we was doing was long ball tactics. Long ball tactics. That's all we was doing. Just pumping the ball up long and hoping for the best. That's what we did for the whole game. I'm not happy with that performance at all. This is shocking. Why did he keep Rashford on? Why is he in love with Rashford? Like, someone needs to answer me this question. Why is he in love with Rashford? Rashford doesn't produce the goods consistently. The only reason he scored 23 goals is because he scored 9 penalties, or 8 penalties, sorry. He had 8 penalties, like, and a free kick. So that's 9 goals from set pieces. He would never come close to getting that amount of goals. Look at the way he had that chance when he had to volley it with his left foot. It's like he didn't even try. I, I don't rate Rashford. I'm sorry. No, I've seen it time and time again. He'll have one good game in 5. That's not good enough for Man United. He had one good game and we were like, yeah, he's this, he's that. He's not. You know, at the beginning of the game, Ollie doesn't motivate the players. You can see the players are not motivated. You can see that they're not up for the game. This is the quarterfinals. They should be up for it. I guarantee Conte had his players up for that semi-final against Bayer Leverkusen. We just looked lethargic because Ollie's lethargic, sitting there lethargically. Like, he's not motivating the players. You can see it. There's no motivation on the players whatsoever. Like, you only start trying when we realise that it's not a walkover. It's ridiculous. You know, they don't seem to be focused. To me, they're not focused. For me, they're not focused on the game. They need to think about the game and stay focused on the game. But they're not focused on the game. They seem to be focused on other things. And that's, again, the manager needs to harness that focus and tell them that this game is important. But they don't seem to see it like that. They don't. Like, there's just no, like, urgency at the beginning of the game. And, like, it's not a walkover. It's not easy. No game is easy. No game is easy. Yeah, you should win the game, but no game is easy. And we made it so difficult for ourselves. I mean, the tactics were long ball tactics. I've never seen that. Like, like we just kept punting it long and hoping for the best. It's like we couldn't be bothered. It's like we haven't done any sort of training or any sort of coaching. I mean, Bruno, yeah, he scored the penalty, but again, where does he play? I'm not sure. Like, second half, yeah, he was playing more centrally, but the first half, he was all over the shop, mate. He was all over the shop. He was trying to do loads left, right, like, you know. And then Fred played like as a third defender, and then Pogba was in the middle by himself. Like, why are we always like why is there never no one around Pogba? Like, when we were playing, it's always like, no wonder we play long balls, because we got no midfield, because we have to have 3 in midfield, but it seems like we have 1 man in midfield, and Bruno goes up front or goes wherever he wants, and Fred sits back. Like, people are going to blame Fred and say Fred had a poor game, but, like, we didn't help him. Like, you told him to sit back, and then we had no midfielder to pass through. I'm not happy with that victory. Like, you know, for me, like, Ollie has lost this game. I know we've won, but if we play like that again against whoever, Wolves or Sevilla, we're losing. Like, I guarantee we'll get Wolves and we win on penalties or some shit like that. Because with this team, Ollie has the most luck I've ever seen of any manager ever. Because that penalty, he gets 21 penalties in this season. 21 penalties. Do you know how many penalties that is? Do you know how many games would we have not won without those penalties? I know a penalty is a penalty, but still, man, some of them have been dodgy. Let's be honest. Like, as a Man United fan, I'm gonna take it all day. Yeah, I'm gonna take that all day, but it's dodgy. It's dodgy. Like, I don't. This is what I've been saying about Solskjaer from day one. He's not a good manager. He's not a good motivator. He doesn't know good tactics. He has his favourites. He keeps on his favourites. He takes off Mason Greenwood, who, if without that penalty, we wouldn't have scored. Like, again, a game without a penalty, we wouldn't have scored. Like, we don't get the ball. Like, Martial didn't play well, but he didn't get the ball, and it just didn't seem like he was on it. Like, I don't know what to say about that performance. That performance was shocking to me. It was a shocking performance, and it was poor, and we deserved to go to penalties. We should have gone to penalties. Like, and then, then it would have been like, okay, but we won with a fucking stupid penalty anyway. If we play another team, we're going to get battered. This is what I'm worried about. Another getting knocked out semi-finals. Like, we've been to three semi-finals this season. If we lose this game again, like, you lose 3 semi-finals as a manager, what does that say about you? When the pressure's on, when it gets hard, when it gets tough, you fucking bottle it. That's what it says about him. He bottles it. When he gets hard, he bottles it. Like, he's got to change up something, man. I don't want to see Rashford. I hope he's injured for the next game, because we need to do something a little bit different. Like, because what we're doing now is looking very basic, and I don't know if he can change it. I don't know if he can adapt to it. Matic came on, and we definitely look better with Matic coming on, just because he brings that bossness to the game and that maturity that we don't seem to have in our midfield. Because Bruno Fernandes isn't a mature player, and Pogba, he tries to be a mature player, but he's not really that type of guy. So, I don't know, man. I'm not happy with it, but, we're through at the end of the day. And I'm going to mention, obviously, Jadon Sancho as well, which is, like, fucking, it's just stupid, like, because I don't know how the fuck, like, what's going on with that. Like, to me, I don't see us getting him. It's just fucking, I don't see us getting him. I don't see us getting Sancho. I don't see us getting him. Like, that's all I'm saying. I don't see us getting him. I don't think Sancho's coming, because we don't want to pay the money, and we don't want to be held to ransom. Like, they're putting that out there, so they're sucking all you Man United fans who think, oh yeah, we don't want to spend the money. It's not your money. It's not our money. Like, that money, if you don't spend it, it's just going to go into the Glazers' pocket. So it's a win for them, bro. Come on. But, we'll see what happens with that. I can't see us signing him. I just can't. And, like, if he signs Sancho, yeah, he's going to play him on the right for Greenwood. But Rashford's still going to be there. And I can't stand Rashford. I can't stand him. I don't know what's happened to Rashford. I think this thing has gone to his head, like this kid's thing, and he was in Vogue the other day. Like, he's not focusing on the football. Like, he's not focusing, but Ollie's giving him all the blighs he can, because Ollie's like desperate for him to be some player that he's really not. Like, Ollie's just a shit guy, bruv. I'm sick of Ollie. Like, Ollie out. Fuck it. I'm on that Ollie out brigade. I'm not this time. I'm not stopping. I don't care if we win 10 games in a row. I'm Ollie out. I'm sick of his fucking face. I'm sick of his shitty fucking decisions and tactics and everything. I'm sick of Ollie Gunnar fucking Solskjaer. I'm sick of him. Like, this, we are so limited because of him. We have top quality players, but he makes them so limited, and I am sick of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his limited tactics, our limited coaches taking off Mason every fucking game. Even if I guarantee if Mason scored 3 goals, he'll still get taken off, because he's begging Rashford to do well. It's ridiculous, honestly. I'm sick of it. Anyway, this is Tactical Red. You're on Tactical United, and next game is going to be a tough game. If we get through that, I think definitely Inter with Lukaku, Sanchez, and all them old Man United man, they're going to fuck us up. Believe. I'm out.